So here I am again. It's just probably going to be a really short little thing. Being a parent's interesting because you watch a bunch of shows that you probably normally wouldn't even think to. But there's a great show on Noggin. It's called The Upside Down Show. It's Australian. Those guys are hilarious. And like, I don't think you have to be a kid to get it. I think you actually get it probably a little bit more when you're an adult because you just don't do that in your head anymore. You just don't play. If you have Noggin, you really, really need to watch this show. It's just absolutely hilarious. And they did this little dance today because they thought they were in a movie theater, but they were actually in a dance practice hall or whatever. And this little girl was dancing, and so they did these little dances, and it was just really, really cool. And you know, they all have to be probably my age. They look my age, possibly a small amount older, but you know, good for them doing something where they get to play and be funny and be big kids every day. It's kind of one of the things that sucks is not being a kid anymore, and you know, being so serious all the time. Some people aren't like that. You know, I wish that I wasn't so serious all the time. I'm goofy in my own ways, but really only my son and my husband see that. As I've said before in some of my other vlogs, you know, I get this little thing going here and this little thing going here, and it's just, I think if I had fun more, like kid fun more, it wouldn't be that way. Just awesome thinking about it. And then, you know, just singing songs with my son is just like, you remember what it was like to be a kid, and he laughs all the time, and everything is funny. Even things that shouldn't be funny are just funny. And I read this thing where kids laugh on an average of over 100 times a day, and I think if adults did that, you know, the world would be a much better place. The internet's pretty funny because, especially if you get into these like chat things, or not really chat things, whatever we are doing here, which is like vlogs, and you listen to people and their rants and their raves and their random thoughts on things. People are funny. And flames used to bother me when I was a kid and I was on here, you know, kid being 22 or whatever. I used to post a bunch of stuff and people didn't like it. Oh my God, you know, they don't like me, it's personal. But you know what? People just, they usually say things just to get a reaction, and you know, screw it. Love everybody is all I gotta say. You wanna hate me for a label that you wanna give me? Go ahead and hate me, because you know what? In reality, you don't know me and I don't know you, and that's pretty awesome. So call me what you want. I'll call you what I want. But in the end, you know, I don't think anybody's a bad person. I think people are pretty damn interesting, regardless of what their thoughts are and whether or not they're necessarily my thoughts. If we were all the same, the world would be very, very boring, and there'd be nobody to make fun of. So, all you people out there that think that if we don't think like you, we're assholes, we're not. We're actually giving you something to bitch about. So, with that being said, I got off my little topic of child happiness. But if you have a chance, watch. They're called David and Shane. It's the Upside Down Show, and they're just absolutely brilliant. And I don't know. It's just a funny show. I mean, like, I actually physically laughed out loud while we were watching it. But now my son's gone to bed, so time for mom TV, which I TiVoed some stuff, so I think I'm gonna do that. Is it Monday? Heroes is on, but I'm TiVoing that, and I'll watch that with my husband. But anyways, you like this little microphone? I don't like it. But it is what it is. It's better than that little crappy one that I had. So I could probably put it away, like over here. But I kind of like it here. Makes me feel like I'm on TV. Ah, hey, and you are? No. Anyways, that's that. Kids, man. We should all strive to be like them. I don't really remember what it's like to be a kid. I remember a lot of angst. By the time when I was 8 or 9, that's when all the angst started. But, that's neither here nor there. At some point I had a happy childhood, and at some point it made me, long for it now. I remember, lots of land growing up and running around and being stung by bees, and we had a woods in the back, and my brother and I would take our little crazy walkie-talkies back there and just go exploring. Like, we had a little map, and we have a little spot that was called Sleepy Hollow, and it was just fun. It was fun. I mean, there was a big ditch down there, and we just had a good time. And I think that's what being a kid is about, is having a good time. And we just don't do that anymore as adults, or at least I don't. Maybe other people do. Maybe they have a very happy, fulfilling childlike existence. But for me, I haven't found that yet. Being a kid, man, playing with Star Wars action figures, right on. My brother's Legos, my stupid little Barbies. I loved those Barbies, though. I played with Barbies until I was probably in 5th grade. I know, what a geek. But it wasn't necessarily playing with the dolls that got me. It was giving them little lives, and having little soap operas with them. And I'm still into that shit. I don't have Barbies, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? But I write other people's feelings. I give another universe in my head life. So I guess that's what's always intrigued me. That's what got me with Barbies. But I liked a lot of different stuff as a kid. And then I got to watching TV, and now I'm a TV junkie. Again, it all started right around 8 or 9 years old, and I was a pretty thin kid until about 8 or 9 years old. Just talking about my weight in my last one, but obviously that's on my mind. It's funny. What's funny is that this lamp that I have, which is an energy efficient one, by the way, it makes my skin look like it's super oily and gross. But really, I did wash it. I'm not like sleazy, gross, nasty girl. Although, you really can't tell it with my hair pulled back, and it looks real dark and gross. But I used to be blonde, but after I had my son, my hair turned dark. Just another one of those little things about my appearance that I have to get used to. I don't really like using chemicals. I've dyed it one time. I've dyed it back to blonde, and man, I really loved it. I was like, yes, this is who I am. This is who I am. But you have to put chemicals on your head. So there's a trade-off. Either I figure out how to love me, the way I look right now, or I put chemicals on my head and, I don't know, do whatever else I need to do. But that's not very childlike fun. Something fun that I should do. Well, I'm probably just going to go and watch TV. Because that's who I am. I'm a TV internet junkie. Yeah, I just get so juiced. It's a good thing I don't smoke pot anymore, because then I'd be on the couch eating a lot of cookies while I watch TV. Really, anyways. Again, peace to you. Maybe I say that too much, I don't know. Yeah.